Hello once again, my friends. I hope you're having a fantastic spring, and I'd like to welcome you to another video. Again, this is going to be kind of a product review video, and I want to make it more as a warning to the consumer. Now, last fall around Halloween time, I had done a video because of that. I had found these lanterns, and the way they were described or marketed, they were huge. They had a rope handle and they looked realistic. They just looked great. When I got them, they were actually 3 inches big. They were only 3 inches high. So, the summertime now, this is 2026, we're going to be celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. And I had wanted something special. So, the same, and I should have known better, but I ended up seeing this advertisement, and they're putting these flags into the ground, and they're beautiful. One of them, the lady, it's as tall as the lady is. She's putting it into the ground, and it shows that the lights, the stem of the flagpole lights up, the star on top lights up, and it projects an image of the eagle down onto the ground with the stars. So I'm thinking, wow, this is great. This is really fantastic. So I went ahead and I ordered it. And this is going to be another review / warning, just to let you guys know. You can't always trust the advertisement. So, my friends, I hope you enjoy the video and have a great 4th of July.
Get your yard ready for Memorial Day? You need these solar American flag lights? Just pop them in the yard and they light up automatically at night. They're 100% solar, so absolutely 0 plugs required. I dropped the link in the bottom left. Get yours before the holidays for an insane surprise discount.
So I'd like to draw your attention to something when it comes to the advertising. Now, we've all been there. Whether you surf Facebook in the bathroom, which is what a lot of us do, and when you're scrolling, you'll see all of these ads. The one I want to draw your attention to is the one with the flags. They say to celebrate the 250th anniversary of our country. They show a bunch of different photographs and people of driving these big flags into the ground. And a lot of them are actually as tall or taller than the people that are sticking them into the ground. And you don't notice any wires or anything. And they actually show videos of it. So when you click the link, you're brought to a website, and they're all the same, basically. They put an outrageous price on the set. In this instance, it was the 8 Solar American Pathway lights. And in all the photographs, they show how big they are. They show them looking beautiful, and they actually show a projection of stars, and in some instances, the 250th anniversary of our nation's logo onto the ground. So after they put a ridiculous price on it, they'll put a flash sale, like they're doing you a favor. In this instance, you can see it was brought down to $35.97. Well, even with the shipping, in the end, this is going to be, let's see, what did mine come out to? $41.96. Now, if I'm getting 8 of the flags that were pictured, that would seem really, really good, like a really good deal. Now, here's another thing that I want to draw your attention to. When you look at the reviews, and there are a lot of fake reviews. Even in the reviews, if you notice, you can see the flags are gigantic. Like the first one with that guy standing there in a camping chair, you can see how tall the flags are, and you can see the projections onto the ground. And again, there are no cords or anything. The next one shows the same thing. It shows it in the driveway. And look at the flags, the height in relation to the car, as well as the next one and the next one. And when you scroll down to the bottom, well, below that, you can see more of the photos that, now supposedly these are reviews. You can see the one with the dog, and look down at the ground, you can see the projection of the stars along with the eagle. Now that's really, you can't really get much further than the truth for that. So I went ahead and I ordered mine, and right now I'm going to show you guys what I actually got in the mail. Okay, so after just about 3 weeks, I get this in the mail. Keep in mind what the video of these showed. The lady, when it was as tall as her and she was digging it into the ground. So it said delivered. I haven't opened it up yet. I got a suspicion this is what it is. So why don't we go ahead? We're going to open this up now. We're going to actually see. It actually came in a paper bag envelope. It wasn't in a package. So let's cut the tape. So let's have a look-see. All right. First thing I notice, I don't know what these are. They're probably the stakes. We'll get to this in a minute. All right. So, as you can see, all right, let's put these aside for a minute. Let's take a look at what's in the box. So we got 8 of these. So we have 8 of the spikes. So this is going to go into the ground, and then the flag is going to go up on top, which is pretty cool. These look to be a pretty good size. I'm thinking maybe they might be as big as this, but again, you know, you have to be careful on what you buy, especially all this China stuff. The way they advertise things, they just exaggerate everything. So you really have to be careful. It ended up being, yeah, we ended up getting the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 8. All right, so these are going to go into the ground. And we should have 8. Actually, I think this is going to be for the solar panel. And again, the implication was in the video that the solar panel was on top of the flag, but it isn't. All right, and the last thing we have in the box is we have the instructions. So let's check this out and see how this is going to work. Note, the translation maintains all technological specifications while improving readability for international users. Key features: added light mode, details 8 modes, kept all warnings and technical notes, maintained consistency terminology, included both metric and imperial measurements, structured for clarity of proper section headers. And it just shows the, looks like the switch. All right, so now we go into the back. It says Solar Light String Instruction Manual. Operating principle: must be installed outdoors for proper charging. Features 8 lighting modes. Steady on 7 flashing patterns. Automatically charges during daylight. Lights remain off while charging. Automatically illuminates at night. Equipped with intelligent light sensing control system for auto on-off function. Solar panel installation requirements: must be installed outdoors. So let's take a look at the flags now. Let's take one of these. So we'll take the stake. So it's going to go just like this. This is going to go into the ground. And let's just show this first. So this is like a like the synthetic nylon or material, you know, that classic Chinese stuff. It looks water resistant. You can see the star like we saw in the video. It remains to be seen if this is going to project onto the ground, the eagle and all the stars like we saw in the video. You can see the lights that are going to come on. So from the tip of the star to the tip of the stake, let's see, that looks like 2 feet. Yeah, 2 feet 1 inch, 25 inches. And I think what we can do now is we'll go put it outside and we'll let it charge. And then the flag is going to go right on top, just like that. All right, so I put the stakes in and we have the flags. Unfortunately, this would be the day where it's cloudy, so I don't know how much it's going to charge. So this is the way I lined them up on the lawn. We come out around the bush, and then we have the solar panel. And again, it's cloudy, so I don't know how much it's going to charge. So we'll wait until this charges and then we'll take a look and we'll see how they look at night. Okay, so it looks light on camera, but the sun has set. And it was cloudy today, so I don't know if we're going to be able to see much of the lights. So let's go over to the panel now. And I'm going to put it on from the top button. And this is how they're going to look. So they got the different modes. And the mode that I have it on now is it's going through the cycle. It's doing all of them. And just as I suspected, there are none of the flashing stars and the eagle that are being projected onto the ground. Let me zoom in for you. I mean, they are cool, but they could have been honest in the advertising. So when we go back and we push the button, and instead of different modes, I'm going to go into one mode. So I'm going to put the switch, so we'll keep it where they're on. So I don't know if they're doing that because the power is low, because it didn't have a long time to charge. Let me try hitting the mode button again. Yeah, they should stay on now. So my friends, this is what we get. There's a little stake, and there's a solar panel at the end of the wire. So we have a bunch of wires that connect all of the flags. So we have the different stakes that we drive into the ground first. And what we do is we put the flag onto the stake. Once they're secured, we wait for the sun to do the rest. We charge them up. And again, they're pretty cool. If they were a little less deceptive, it'd be a little more fun. Like, they're not really bad. They were just nothing like they were perceived in the pictures or the video. But they do look cool. That's why I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware on the deceptions when it comes to the advertising on some of these decorations, especially when we celebrate our nation's 250th. So my friends, I hope you found this video helpful. And until my next video, I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.